Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Project Veritas traveling wall of shame. Our office was destroyed in a flood. Where journalists' reputations go to die, where journalists have to print retractions and corrections and articles questioning our journalism ethics. Today's retracto goes to Rocco Periscandola of the New York Daily News. Cue the retracto theme song. So in this Daily News article, Rocco Periscandola writes the following thing, quote, "The internet has blown up with a number of false reports, including one by Project Veritas that leaked Pfizer emails they claimed show the pharmaceutical company's vaccine contains aborted fetal cells. Rocco was forced to print a big, fat, juicy correction, and they've changed it now to say, quote, Project Veritas conducted a video interview with a Pfizer employee about the company using fetal cell lines to test the efficacy of a vaccine. That's correct. That's false." You might ask, what led Rocco Periscandola of the New York Daily News to publish this claim that we made a false claim that we didn't make? What prompted Rocco to do this? I'm glad you asked. It's a sordid tale, a very nuanced journey that I have to take you through all the things that happened that led this to happen, but it's very important you understand the tautologies, the straw man, the ways the media are able to fabricate information through supposition, inference, and defamation by implication. And to take you on that journey, I have to do so via a fireside chat. It all started with the Associated Press. The Associated Press wrote an article saying, quote, "Not real news, a look at what didn't happen this week." You see, Rocco Periscandola's fake news claim that he's now had to correct originated with an Associated Press article written by a reporter at the Associated Press named Angelo Fichera. Angelo Fichera wrote a headline saying, "A look at what didn't happen this week." In that article, Angelo Fichera wrote, "Claim, newly leaked emails among Pfizer employees show that the company's COVID-19 vaccine contains fetal cells." That headline, that article was written after we put out our video. The problem? Our video didn't make that claim. The Project Veritas video showed an email written not by us, but by Pfizer executives, including one Vanessa Gelman. Remember her? She's the one who ran away or attempted to run away. When we asked her about this email, Vanessa Gelman writing, quote, "One or more acetyl lines with the origin that can be traced back to human fetal tissue has been used in laboratory tests associated with the vaccine program." That's the claim that was made. Notice that claim is different than the Associated Press's claim, quote, "Newly leaked emails among Pfizer employees show the company's COVID-19 vaccine contains fetal cells." That's not a claim that we made, and that's not a claim that Vanessa Gelman made. But Angelo Fichera is very clever. By putting out a straw man claim, by making a tautological argument suggesting that people are making a claim that we didn't make, the Associated Press reporter is able to poison the waters and imply that we are lying. As you recall, I explained what a straw man argument is, or in this case, defamation via implication. An argument ignores a person's actual position and substitutes a distorted, exaggerated, or misrepresented version of that position. That's what Angelo Fichera did. Now, we caught up with Angelo Fichera in Philadelphia on the street, and like Vanessa Gelman, he ran away.
You think we lied about what we published? Do you plan to retract? Hey, we expose everybody, Angelo.
Now, if you actually read this Associated Press article by Angelo Fichera, it's very nuanced what these people do. It's ingenious, it's clever, the supposition, the defamation via implication, how nuanced it is. We scroll down the video, a widely shared video by Project Veritas has led to the false claim. But he does say, but the video shows that the company used a fetal cell line when testing the efficacy of the vaccine. So Angelo Fichera actually reported factually correct information, but that was lost by our friend at the New York Daily News, Rocco, who didn't read evidently the full article and got the facts wrong. But as you know, our legal team at Project Veritas is indefatigable, fearless, persistent, courageous, and we've never lost a case. We've obtained hundreds of corrections and retractions, so we reached out to the Associated Press. We demanded a correction. John replied to us saying, quote, "Thank you for reaching out. The article is clear that the misinformation was being spread by social media users who mischaracterized the conclusions of the video. So we are standing by our coverage." But what doesn't make sense is the Associated Press and their lawyers are eager to correct claims made by nobodies in comment sections, but not claims made by the New York Daily News, misinterpreting your article at the Associated Press. Ergo, defamation by implication. Here's the problem, John. It obviously was not clear because the New York Daily News read your article because they Googled it and were lazy and incompetent, and they used this defamation by implication to defame us in the New York Daily News, and now they've had to correct it. Why weren't you fact-checking the New York Daily News like you were the comment sections on Instagram or wherever you were going? Now, John, Vice President for Standards at the Associated Press, that's precisely why you need to correct or update, whatever you want to call it, your article, because people are using your article to spread misinformation. That's a word you always project onto me. Well, that's actually what you're doing vicariously through the New York Daily News, and that's why there's actually laws in New York State called defamation by implication. That's why you need to correct your article or potentially face litigation from Project Veritas. And by the way, we've never lost a case. It's not just our legal team that's indefatigable. It's also our communications team, including R.C. Maxwell. You may remember R.C. Maxwell. He stood up at the school board meeting in Sacramento and asked those questions. He chased the communists through the streets of Sacramento. The guy was actually at a hammer and sickle shirt. It looked like an SNL parody of what a communist teacher would be. Well, R.C. Maxwell texted Rocco Periscamola about the facts of this situation and got a response. And it said, quote, "Hello, the story has been tweaked." Tweaked. Also known as corrected. What else?
Is that it?
All of this could have been avoided. All of this could have been avoided. There wasn't even an editor's note. They stealth corrected it. They shadow corrected it. I've never done anything like that in my life. And if I did, I'd be rightfully crucified. We don't lie to the audience like they do. They project onto us who they are. They are what they hate. They are the disinformation and the misinformation that they clamor so loudly about. Now, all of this can have been avoided. All of it. The tweaking, the defamation by implication, the Associated Press reporter running away from us in Philadelphia, Vanessa Gelman trying to run away from us, the Daily News updating their article, the defamation by implication, the legal emails that we send between the Associated Press, all of it could have been avoided if you just stuck to the facts, but you don't. And that's why you'll get an alpaca. By the way, John Daniszewski of the Associated Press, you may want to stay tuned for next week because we have an update in our defamation lawsuit against the New York Times. Some depositions coming out. I think you should correct your article.